think the court system is inherently unfair to people with less money. This is getting into a different area entirely, but the way I would fix it, I would basically, I'd effectively privatise the courts.
Right.
At least at a certain level. Because the part of the system that works well in franchising the best is the mediation system. And that's one reason why we almost never go to court, because we're making a reasonable offer in the first place. You go to mediation and you just settle and you offer them something fair. So, for example, when we terminate a franchisor, we actually buy them out. We don't just say you've got to go away. So we make an offer to buy them. So I think what I would like to see is a system where people could set up as almost like free enterprise judges. I call it eBay justice.
eBay justice.
eBay justice. Right. And the reason is, okay, you've got a dispute. Now you go to a list of public available list of, we'll call them eBay judges, and you have a look at and each one of these judges actually, when they run a case, both parties have the opportunity to state what they think of the case. And you can have a look at these statements that are made by each party and also by the judge themselves. So you can check it out. So, for example, if you went to a judge that always favoured the big corporations, you never use them. And what you then do is you put in order of which do you think is the best. So this is my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the other side's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the judge, the eBay judge that gets the best mutual rating, they're the ones to decide.
So rating the judges. All right, there we go. I like
rating the judges.
Rating the judges.
And then what happens is that what the judges have then got to do is to decide the case in a way which is incredibly as fair and as cost effective as possible. And they act like it's sort of like mediators, but with the ability to make a decision. So they sit the people down in a room, hopefully without lawyers around and any sort of paraphernalia at a minimal cost. And they say, okay, we're going to come to an agreement on this thing. Because if you don't, I'm going to make a decision. At least this way you'll get the decision that you want. And they sit them down and they bang their heads together and they come with an agreement because they've got this power behind them. And then they find something that's fair. The point of it is too, it's instead of costing, $500,000, it might cost $10,000. That'd be the difference. I'd like to see that applied in various stages like the family court. I've had some experience in the family court, which is a horrific experience. You basically make the whole thing free enterprise by allowing people to record there. That's why I call it eBay justice, because you have the records. It tells you how good the person is and who they favour and how quickly they decided, and the amount they charge should be limited to say no more than 10% of what the amount that's being claimed. So it's in their interest very strongly to get this case settled fairly and quickly. First of all, quickly, because they're not going to get any more money if they take weeks over it, and fairly because they want to get more work.